A couple in Ecuador, they're being hailed as transgender pioneers. A couple having a child in a very unique way where the mother is the father and the father is the mother. I do not say this to denigrate this couple. I do not say this to mock this couple. I say these things to say plainly that there is a better way. I say these things to say plainly that this is not what God intended. I say these things to say plainly that these things that I'm about to talk about cannot possibly be in the best interest of the child being brought into the world. So here's the deal. It used to be simple. A man marries a woman. A man provides the sperm. The woman provides the egg. The man fathers the child. The woman conceives, carries, and delivers the child. The man is the father, and the woman is the mother. That's how it happens around the world every hour of the day, and that's how it's happened billions of times before. It's what God intended. It's how God made us. Well, what happens if you have a transgender couple where the man is a biological female and the woman is a biological male, and they haven't had sex change surgery, so the man has female private parts and the woman has male private parts? Well, then in that case, the mother could be the father and the father could be the mother. And this is actually what's happened. Fox Latino News reports on it. A couple in Ecuador is making history with a unique pregnancy. The father-to-be is carrying the baby of his transgender partner. So the names Fernando Machado and Diane Rodriguez. But Fernando was born Maria and Diane was born Luis. So again, Diane is a man and Fernando is a woman. And Fernando has a womb and Diane has male private parts. And Diane, the man, provided the sperm, and Fernando, the woman, provided the egg. So the pregnant male is a biological female. And the woman who impregnated the man is a biological male. So they take hormones, but they haven't had sex change surgery. This is what Rodriguez said, leading LGBT activist in Ecuador. We're trying to break the myths about transsexuality. I think they're creating a whole new set of myths and highlighting the fact that this is not what God intended. Now, they have noticed that the Catholic Church in Ecuador has not said anything about this yet, according to their reports. Rodriguez said, the Catholic Church is always criticizing gays and homosexuals for adopting children, so it would be a contradiction to criticize us for giving birth naturally. Naturally? This is what you call naturally for the man who identifies as a woman to be the what is it? The man is the mother, this is naturally? This is naturally? Look, I saw a TV show about a similar thing happening in America where the transgender man, the male to female, had fathered the child of the female to male because they still had their organs intact and she still had her womb. And they said be no problem for their child growing up to explain that mommy is daddy and daddy is mommy. No problem whatsoever when you look at the rest of the world and realize, wait a second, we got this all turned upside down in my own household here. Is anybody going to look me in the eye? Any trans activist going to look me in the eye? Any trans-identified individual going to look me in the eye and say, this is in the best interest of the kids? This is really going to help that child. They'll grow up much more enlightened to realize that daddy has a womb and mommy fathered the baby. That is really going to help this child. That's going to help their self-identity. And this is what we call natural. And this is the new celebration and transgender activism. No, this is just another reminder of the social and cultural and familial insanity that this leads to. And it reminds me all the more that we need to work hard to help get to the roots of transgender confusion, transgender identity confusion, and help people from the inside out to avoid a kid being born into the world in this way.